Dear Promise users and followers, in this video we'll cover the main interface of the Quality Management Hub. To enter QMhub module, select the Quality Management module in the left module bar in Promise. On selection of the Quality Management module in the General Promise module bar, it will minimize to dedicate as much area as possible to QMhub. Below the General Promise header, you'll find the QMhub screen area. The QMhub main screen consists of 3 areas. On top there's the main header bar with several functions we'll explain later in this video. The right side of the window is reserved as an overview of all your current and recent documents. They are sorted over time and vertical tabulated. This area becomes very handy while editing multiple QMhub documents simultaneously, but that's for another video. The rest of the window contains the document content area. Let's start with explaining the elements in the QMhub header bar. From left to right, we'll explain all elements of this bar. On the far left, there is the QMhub logo, just to make clear that you are in this module of Promise. Directly right from this logo, as superscript, you might see an orange Q with a number between brackets next to it. This subtle element indicates that there are feedback documents, in this case just one, awaiting your response. If you click on this element, a table will appear with a list of documents you need to react upon. As a side note here, the basic elements color in QMhub is blue. As soon as things turn orange, it has something to do with editing the documents. Keep that in mind. If there's no feedback about signed documents, this orange Q element won't be visible. The next element is a simple back to the previous view's document button. The house icon next to that will show the home page of your company's QMhub. And next to that you find the plus button. With that you'll start to add a new document into QMhub. The fourth button means that you'll start to edit the document currently shown in the main document area. Central in the QMhub header is some information about the document you're currently looking at. Starting with the title of the document, and below that the version number of that document, and below that its internal reference number. Right from the title there is a small I information icon. If you click this, a pop-up will appear with detailed information about this document and all its revision over time. If the document you are viewing is currently being edited, next to the I icon, a being modified message is displayed. If you click on this line, the viewer switches to the working mode, where it will show you the latest autosaved version of the document that someone is working on. In working mode, the complete header turns orange, as an indicator that you are now viewing documents not yet officially published by the current editor. Behind the version number, a line will appear that provides the latest information about the editing, including the person who is editing this document. On the right hand side of the header, you first find the button to show the help pop-up. And there you will find videos like this. Below the search area, there's a checkbox where you can switch between the working mode and viewer mode. In normal viewer mode, only official published documents can be viewed. Only in the orange working mode, temporary versions can be viewed. And with this checkbox, one can always switch between working mode and normal viewing mode. As last header item, we see the search options. Enter a search phrase and click the search button. QMhub will search the entire document base in titles, descriptions, and of course the content of the documents. In between the search phrase and the search button, there's a match field. Now, one never knows if your phrase is exactly matching a phrase in the documents. It can also be that in the documents you are trying to find a phrase where the author made a typo. We're all just human. Via the percentage match value, the search function contains an intelligent algorithm that will look for variations of your search phrase in these documents. Just give it a try, and you'll very fast get a feeling for the workings of this option. Now let's progress to the right-hand document overview bar. In stacked tabs, your recent documents, their crumble path history, and the ones opened for editing are shown as individual tabs. By the color of the Q icon, you can see what document is in view mode or what document is in editing mode. Next to the Q item, the internal reference number is shown, followed by the first characters of the title. What and which tabs are opened in this bar depends on your editing and browsing actions. Once you get the feeling for this interaction, this bar becomes a powerful tool enabling you to edit multiple documents with mutual dependency very efficiently, enabling you to visualize the complex interactions between operations as they are in reality, and not, as in most systems, treat them like isolated procedures. Because the latter, that is not the real world. Finally, we enter the main area where the documents are visualized. You can browse through the documents by clicking on every element that has a shadow around it and where the mouse pointer becomes a hand. Okay, that's so far the introduction to the main QMhub interface. We'll cover the individual functions in separate videos in the quality management playlist here on our YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.